set. We'll be getting closer to that. The first building you'll be seeing is the thatched roof of the river mill. Followed by that is the double arch stone bridge, which finally does lead to the Green Dragon Inn, which is where you guys will be having your lunch. Not only that, I will shout you a complimentary drink as well, which are very special towards the tour. You won't find them anywhere else in the world, so we'll be having those soon as well. It was known as the technical car park, so any electricians, builders, plumbers and all those logistics were based in that area and there. And the Alexanders were moving their stock one day and they counted 170 truck, trailers and tankers parked up in this area, up to those two tankers up on top there. So you can tell it was a really busy process. The hobbit holes were built in this area and then carried down a track onto set. Out here to your right, all the way up to the boundary fence, up to the corner, was known as Animal Kingdom. And we had about 32 different species of animals and their quarantine pets in this area here, ranging from rats and rodents all the way up to the stock and the Clydesdale horses. And we also had an American eagle, which was brought in from there with coffee carts, makeup tents, costume tents, water tankers and food hall tents. And the food that they were served 3-course breakfast, 2-course breakfast, 2-course lunch and a 3-course dinner. That food was why they actually do come on tour in the first place. It's because they've either been dragged along by a raging fanatic or they've got friends back home that are really into the movie and they want to make them jealous with their super cool photos. Either way, you're bound to have fun here today. Just before we do get on set, just a couple of rules I do have to go over with you just to keep us compliant with the movie company. Please no wandering off on your own. Please stay with me as much as you can. That would be so much appreciated. That way you don't miss out on any photo opportunities, any Before we start, does anyone need to use the bathrooms? Huh? Yung umbrella.
Ilang minutes ba to? Ano, magsalita ka. No, sabi mo, welcome to Habit.
Welcome to the Shire.
Alrighty, so before we move on, guys, feel free to walk around this area and get some photos. There's 4 hobbit holes along the road here. There's also 4 hobbit holes in that area there. And we'll
Ito yung bahay ni ano, ni Sam. Ay, Sam YG.
Sam YG DJ yun.
Ay, si Sam
Wise Gamgee.
Wise Gamgee. Parang sound alike na rin. Sabi mo, ito yung house ni ano. Di ba ito
Sam,
yun?
hindi ko sure.
Yan nga. Lumabas siya nung ending na ano. Hobbit hole. No, doon ka sa tabi niya, ano, street yan. Yan. Doon ka muna.
Talaga na.
Sabay tayo.
Sige na, hindi, binibideo ko.
Ano ma?
Yan. Hawak, hindi na. Ako naman.
Pwede
pumasok?
Hindi.
Ay, hindi pwede pumasok.
Hala.
Alrighty guys, so the area that we've just entered into now, you'll notice a lot of fresh fruit trees and plants and everything. Everything here is 100% real, organic and untouched. So all the veggies you'll be seeing, no matter how quirky they look, they are real. And when they do actually come into season, ripen up and ready for the... And can tell me the type of fruit tree that are meant to be in the Shire?
Fruit ng No.
Movie lang ang alam ko, hindi ko alam
In the
yung book.
Shire, there were actually meant to be plum trees planted throughout, and the little hobbit children were described as sitting under the plum trees, building pyramids with the plum stones.
Ako solo ako dito mamaya. Solo ako.
Don't exactly look like all the special effects, and he actually made all of that money back, plus a wee bit of profit in the box office of the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring alone. So the other two movies completely, movie sales, merchandise sales, everything on top of that initial price was just budget. So he took a little bit of a gamble actually asking for all that money in the beginning, but you guys have seen the movies, it paid off, didn't it?
Yeah.
Hey. Alrighty, so before we move on, if you guys want to follow this path here, goes up and around the lake, cuts through the garden, and we'll meet at the bottom of the hill before we get up the top of the Shire.
Una na tayo.
Ito yan. Hinanap ko yung bahay ni Billboard.
Parang ito nga kay Sam eh. Yung yellow.
Yung
Diba?
parang kay Sam. Diyan nga yata. Sarah pangalan niya, di ba?
Dito.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay na yun sa'yo. Dito ka ta sa butterfly. Ini-record rin. Pero importante yung door. Pero pakita. Wait lang. Okay lang. Thank you. Uy!
Yung payo.
Dapat naka-ready yung ano mo.
Ito naman. Ito naman ang hawak ko.
Grabe.
Hindi pa ako nakapanood.
Ay, sa bahay. Hindi ko kasi siya
Hindi ako
try.
sumama sa kanila. Dito hindi pwede.
That area, there were actually only 39 Hobbit holes built for the Lord of the Rings movie, but when it came around to filming for The Hobbit, they wanted something extra there for the viewers, so that's why they built this area in there. Now that actually costed $2 million to build that fenced off area in there. So if you've ever wondered what $2 million looks like, it looks exactly like that. However, in the final minutes of editing and cutting footage, Peter Jackson actually cut out the scene that was filmed in that area, so it doesn't actually appear in the first Hobbit movie.
Sayang.
Whether or not Peter Jackson decides to put all 72 minutes of cut out footage for the special extended edition in the 2 hours and 40 or so minutes that the first Hobbit movie already is, some say that is a little bit debatable. No one even knows if it's going to appear in the third Hobbit movie.
Ooh! Oh, I'm here! Oh! Sarap ang hangin ah.
Go inside that Hobbit movie. Have a look around.
Oh, this is a nice place. Can you take my picture?
Of course I can.
May CR. Just stay here. Wala. Ano ito? Ito ba ni Bilbo Baggins?
Hindi pa.
Excuse me.
Pwede ka nang pumasok. Hindi pa.
Beautiful. Yeah. Interior shots were filmed in the studio because they needed those different perspectives. Every single hobble hole you come across can actually open in, just like you see this one here. However, they are about 3 feet deep before you bump your head on a giant retaining wall. But that's just so a hobbit can open the door, walk on inside, and then close the door behind him if the camera was coming past him, so you'll get a bit of a look. Also, the next hobble hole that we're coming up to with the dark red door, you guys can jump on inside that one. So if you guys have already got your photos, feel free to move along to that one, just so the back people can get their photos as well.
Okay, I forgot about that. Camera ko lang, hindi masyado clear. iPhone.
Sa upuan na yun. Okay lang, di ba? Pero mas maganda dito. Pwede nakaupo o kailangan nakatayo.
On that corner here, on like the top of the Shire again, you see the party shop, Island Tree, Bagshot, Road Lake, Bridge, and Overcome Stadium would have the marketplace. It actually features in both movies, so it's a pretty cool photo to get.
Yan yung house ng bida, tita, si Frodo. Ito na yun. Ito yung pinaka-famous niya.
Yan yung kay Bilbo.
Oo, kay Frodo.
Top of the Shire, on the sunset of Bilbo's 11th birthday, you see a scene of Bilbo and Gandalf blowing the smoke rings at the sunset. Yep, that bench was placed up the top there, filming out in this direction. However, the sun actually sets in the west. Who knows which way we're facing now? Yeah, we're actually facing east. Now Peter Jackson had a bucket load of money, but no way did he have the resources to manipulate the sun to make it do what he wants. So to overcome that problem, he actually had to wake up the actors at 4 o'clock in the morning, get them all costumed up, makeup on and props ready. And they actually filmed it at a sunrise, but in some of the shots looking out over the distance, they could see the sun rising over the mountains, so they simply rewound the tape and made it look like a sunset. So little tricks like that were pretty cool to use for the filming as well. However, you guys will notice that the door is partially opened inside there to reveal a done-up interior. Now, Bag End is the only hobble hole in the entire scene to have the room done up. And that was so they could stick a camera on the inside, look out over the distance, and still get the ring of the room around the outside of the shot to make it look like it was shot outside of the hobble hole. However, Bag End actually had to have 2 complete scales done up. The 60% size is the one they put Gandalf in, made him look nice and big. However, Bilbo was in the 100% size, made him look really small. Every single prop, knife, fork, spoon, chair, cup, candle holder, everything did actually have to have a double. Even this fence here would have been used if Bilbo was walking past. A smaller version would have been if Gandalf was walking past. Again, tricks the eye into fooling. It was a lot different perspectives. However, do you remember when Gandalf first enters Bag End, bumps his head on the chandelier, turns around and bumps his head on the door frame? He was actually only scripted to bump his head on that chandelier. He didn't realise where he was in his placement, turned around, and when he did bump his head on that door frame and he said ouch, he was actually genuinely in pain. Didn't mean for that to happen, but Peter Jackson yelled cut, thought it was hilarious, decided to add it into the shot just to make it more authentic. But what's even more crazier before we move on, this tree you see up here, the oak tree, you all know that that tree is 100% fake.
Oh.
The real version of that tree was just in another area of the farm. Peter Jackson decided it'd be perfect for the tree that was described so much above Bag End in the books. So to transport it up there, initially for Lord of the Rings, they simply cut that original tree up into hundreds of pieces, labelled all of those pieces, and then
Kailangan umano de tayo, umano de flores. Sige.
Ito nga yung kay Sam.
Ba't nyo alam?
Kasi diyan nga pinakita nung huli tangin nila sa niya mga... Is this the house of Sam?
Yeah, it is.
Ito na lang. Pare-pareho lang din kasi ito na yan.
Austin's real daughter. And the little baby that Rosie's carrying just by the corset there, you guessed it, is her real baby. And as Sam walks through that big yellow door, he says, I'm home. And that actually concludes the entire of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. However, Sam is actually the man, not only has one but two doors that does lead into his house. So the next door on the right there does lead into it. You can tell a lot about the status of the Hobbit by the amount of doors and windows they have in their house. The more windows and doors they have, the higher up they are on the hierarchy. A couple of the hobbit-holes don't have any doors or windows, any windows, so you can tell they aren't so high up. But also on any of the letterboxes, if there are flowers, if there's sculpting tools, pottery or anything like that, that sort of gives you an indication as to their role in the Shire. So I know the letterbox just around the corner there has windows on it.
Green Dragon.
Ino mo ta subya-subya sa inyo ko pies. Miedo. O kami sinta to. Ha? Mansing. Sinta no to laon la, pendejo lang si ano Pwede saka. Uno lang dito isa lang.
So before we do head to the pub, as you all kind of figured out, we've actually entered into the party field. This big tree up here behind me is the party tree. 100% real, 100% untouched and over 100 years old. And because of how symmetrical the branches are, forming that circular shape, sort of added to the charm, and the fact that it's smack bang right next to a lake, sold Peter Jackson on the idea of filming in this location. However, where we're standing, before it's semi-flat how you see it now, actually used to be a 20-foot deep swamp. So we actually had to bring our New Zealand Army back into set, drain all the water along here, deposit it in the lake there, and then sort of flatten out the grass so they could put these marquee tents up. Now to get the hobbits in that party mood, then we're laughing, dancing and joking around.
This is where they...
Yep. This is where they filmed that scene.
also?
Yep, fireworks went off behind those hills there behind the pub. But to get them sort of happy and having fun, they gave them all a prop. And everyone knows that a hobbit's best prop is a beer. The beer that they were drinking was in fact real beer. So we didn't have any wonky hobbits halfway through filming with weird little hangovers the next day. They actually brewed a specific beer just for this scene. And it ended up only being 1% alcohol. Yeah. We're both Linda. Oh, hey! We'll just sort of wait here for a bit just for the others to catch up.
Kasi hindi daw. It's not clear.
Yeah, because you can see the sun, the shades on your face.
Naman.
Cute, no? Baka doon din. I mean, right, at least may rice.
Smiling.
Lang naman yan. Hindi ako kumakain talaga nun.
Na.
Lang.
Kala ko wala na.
Kaya
Meron pa pala.
Ang ba o mga
Basta yung parang
at least tapos na balansa, parang ang lansa.
Bawang ka ng airport. Pero sabi, pinunta yun. Ay, ya ara-ara na yung isipin, no? Si ara niya ngayon, alauna pa lang. Habla lang yun, hindi na yun siya obra.
Beautiful old building up ahead, just above the traffic sign. That's an exclusive Auckland boys' school, private school, Auckland Grammar School. That's a prison.